Hi everybody, welcome to Mindset Go Mondays. I'm Jimmy Young and the host chair for this evening, and we have two very special guests with us. They are both Boy Scouts, well, a leader of Boy Scouts and an actual Boy Scout. Michael Kahn, thank you so much for joining us, and Cam O'Connor, thank you very much for joining us. Cam, I get here that you are a sophomore at Hudson High School.
Yes, I am actually. Yeah.
And you've been involved with Boy Scouts for 6 years. Can you tell me a little bit about the experiences you've had with the Boy Scouts?
Well, honestly, I met one of my best friends there, honestly. Ryan Kahn is his son. We hang out a lot outside of school, but Boy Scouts is really where we do a lot of stuff, you know, camping, which is always fun, going to places where you can climb ropes and go on hikes and play manhunt in the dark at night, you know. And then it's really a lot of fun, and they have great experiences. That we do go to the pool once a year. We do all kinds of stuff, whether it be at meetings or camping trips.
That's right. A lot of socialization, which is really what I read between the lines there. Michael, what is your role as a Scout Master?
Yeah, so I am actually the sort of the guy that makes all the fun for the boys. The troop is structured with two leadership structures. We have a committee, and then we have the Scoutmaster, and the committee handles the business end, and I'm the one that kind of stands up in front of these guys and helps them to interact with each other, to learn the skills that they're learning from the scouting program, and then to make the program go.
That's great. And you've been involved for 14 years.
Yeah, this is my 13th year as a scout leader. I started.
We'd like to round up here.
That's okay. I started when my oldest son first joined the Cub Scouts, and I was his den leader, and then I moved into the Cub Master position, and then when he moved into the Boy Scout troop, I took over as Scoutmaster.
Now, there is a Camp Resolute in this area.
That's correct.
Are you guys involved with that?
We do attend Resolute almost every summer. We spend a week up there, and we also do numerous activities up at Resolute during the year.
How have Boy Scouts changed over the years? I mean, trust me, I know I'm older than both you guys. I was a weebelo. That's about as far as I went with the Cub Scouts. I enjoyed my time way back when. You know, you've probably read about the 60s in your history books. Anyway, how has Boy Scouts changed perhaps over the last few years?
You know, I think it's mostly just the nuances of the program that have changed. The fundamentals are still the same. You know, we try to teach the kids life skills that they're not going to get in the schools. They learn group dynamics. They learn how to lead, and these are skills they're just not getting in the schools. We can't try to complement the schools program, and then we also have all of the outdoor pieces of it as well. I think people know of Boy Scouts as campers and hikers, and they say scouting is 3/4 outing, and you know, that's the fundamentals that have they've just never changed in the program. And the things that have changed is the specific skills that they're learning, the way the program is structured, but fundamentally it's the same as when I was a kid, and probably the same as when you were a kid.
Yeah. It sounds like, though, there are communication skills and life skills that are still part of the Boy Scout way. Cam, can you articulate a little bit about what are some of those skills that you will be using moving forward in your career, not just as a Boy Scout, but in real life?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's, like you said, there's a lot of communication skills. For example, being a leader, which I have been a patrol leader this whole year, and so I've kind of learned how to effectively tell the kids, you know, how to do things, you know, tell them, okay, listen, you know, we're doing this, we're doing that, and, you know, calm them down and relay the information that they need to know to them, because, you know, he tells it to the SPL, who tells it to me, and then I, you know, get the kids to do it. So there's a lot of, you know, trying to, you know, get the kids to do as you say, and they can be a little rowdy sometimes.
Well, you know, as someone I'm big on the do as I say, not as I do thing,
Same.
You know, which is another story for another day. But what I'm hearing is experiential learning. It's a learn by doing. You guys are project-based learning programs. Am I correct?
That is absolutely correct.
And is that fun for you?
Oh yeah, it's great, especially when you're the leader. You get to, you know, have command.
Delegate.
Oh yeah.
You're a delegator.
Delegator, yeah.
Other people's efforts.
Oh yeah.
This is a good lesson to learn.
Yes, yes it is.
As you know, you mentioned a little bit about supplementing what they learn in schools. Mm-hmm. And needless to say, the U.S. education department and curriculum has come under fire over the last few years. In fact, there was an article recently in the Globe about the MCAS and the new tests that they're trying to develop, the Park test and all this. They love to teach you how to take a test and grill you on what's going to be on the test, as opposed to actually learning skills that you can apply, which is something the Boy Scouts have been doing forever. Give me an idea of a project that the Boy Scouts get involved with and see it from the beginning to fruition.
Sure. So every year we actually have it's a nationwide project, but we carry it right down to the town level, and they call it Scouting for Food. And so it happens every fall, and it's all of the Scout units within Hudson take part in this. And we run around town one weekend, putting door hangers on people's doors, letting them know that the following Saturday we'll be going around town picking up the food. And so the Cub Scouts usually are the ones hanging up the door hangers. And the following Sunday, the Boy Scouts go and pick up the food. We bring it to the food pantry here in town. We have scouts and scout leaders at the food pantry sorting the food, and then putting it away and actually making that service available for the people of Hudson. And this happens all across the country. And you know, last year we collected 8,000 pounds of food here in Hudson alone. So it's a fantastic experience for the boys, and it really provides a great service to the town.
That does sound great. And it always freaks me out when you're at a restaurant, you're at buffets, right? And you see the stuff that isn't being eaten. And I always wondered, what the heck do they do with all that food?
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. It bothers me. Cam, let me ask you a little bit about how popular is Boy Scouts? Are the numbers growing, or are they stagnant? Are they declining? Where are the numbers?
Well, you know, we've had a little bit of a drop the last couple of years, just because a lot of people go to another unit. But we've actually had a lot more kids coming in this year. We have a bunch of new kids this year that are kind of, you know, we're kind of passing it on. It's almost as if we missed a generation, but 77, they're another unit. They're pretty big, but that's because a lot of people, you know, hear about them and go to them. But I think that we are definitely getting bigger. Us as a Troop 2 definitely is getting bigger over the years. Now the kids are starting to come to us more, you know.
Michael, do you agree with what Cam said pretty much?
Yeah, you know, I think overall, especially very recently, the Boy Scouts numbers are starting to climb again. It had been on the decline for probably the last 30 or 40 years. But we've gotten some controversies behind us, and we're seeing nationally as well as locally some increase in numbers overall in the program.
So what changes might you like to see to actually make it even more popular? Is there anything out there that a cause for you to really get people excited about joining Scouts and understanding what it's all about?
I think maybe we could just do a better job of communicating to the community what the program's all about. We need people like Cam going out and telling everybody what it is they do. I don't think most people understand how much fun the Scouts have. I think a lot of people view it as, you know, I sat in school all day and I'm going to go sit at a Scout meeting all night, which is more school, and we don't operate that way. The point of the program is to enjoy themselves and learn these other skills which they're not getting in school without the book learning. You know, we camp on a monthly basis. As Cam pointed out, we swim every year. We have a camp out coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing a ropes course. So I think we just need to do a better job of letting the community know what it is we offer the kids, and we'll see some more boys starting to join.
Yeah, have I got an idea for you guys in the Boy Scouts? You know, you've now observed a little bit about what's been going on here tonight out in Hudson. And as someone who's been involved working with young people, I am amazed at how many times I see young people walking around with their faces in their phones, screens, and what have you. And we've gotten away from conversation. And we've gotten away from actually being able to tell stories. There are a million stories that the Boy Scouts do. Mm-hmm. So don't you think working with a company like MindsetGo that specializes in storytelling would be a good thing to do?
It does sound like a good thing.
How does Boy Scout TV strike you?
See, there you go. That'd help with exactly what he was saying, you know. Yeah. It'd really show people that we're not just a bunch of boring people who sit at a meeting. You know, we do a lot of fun stuff, you know. A lot of people think that it's just, I'm going to, like he said, I'm going to go and get told what to do by an adult just like in school. No, we have fun. We do a lot of things, and if we could communicate that more, exactly.
There you go.
We could get that out more so that people's vision would really change of
Right.
us.
Well, I think that's
Yeah.
great, and I think that's where it comes, because I've always said, when you want to promote yourself, the best type of promotion is just to tell the story about what you do. And I think if more people knew what exactly the projects you're involved with, what goes on at a meeting, and what are some of the project-based learning skills that they're doing, that's what needs to happen in this country. And I'm not going to get on the bandwagon here. I'm not going to step up here and go filibuster, but I really do believe that at least now is part of the discussion. And I certainly hope that MindsetGo gets an opportunity to work with the Boy Scouts, because I think it would be a great addition to it. And I think Boy Scout TV would be the coolest thing, by the way, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, have your own YouTube
Oh, yeah.
channel, and you can imagine it growing all over the country. And I mean, it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I know just the guy that we're going to talk to about that, as amazingly as that sounds. You know that. So I just want to thank you guys for stopping by, although I guess you live across the street, so
That's
this
right.
was not difficult for you. You're in the hood, too?
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere over there on the other side of Hudson.
Yeah.
Is there another side of Hudson? I just want to know.
Yeah. It's
I
not
took
that
a-
big, but it's.
I know. I took a cruise. I was pretty amazed. Well, Cam, Michael, thank you again for joining us. I really hope that this at least can start the conversation, because that's really what everything has to start out as.
Right.
A conversation, a dialogue, and then perhaps we can grow it from there.
Sounds great.
Great. So for Cam and Michael, I'm Jimmy Young. More of Mindset Go Mondays. Hey, we got a lot more coming up. Don't go away.